I could guess around 18.
Close.
14.
Yes, 14.
14.
Guess what else? You guys want to see something really fun? Here, I'll show you. Give me a moment.
Last sprint before the hatch.
Yeah, sprint of the hatch sprint. Nice. Oh, hold on. I got it. So here we got. Hold on. Oh, I don't know why this is taking so long. All right, give it a moment. So the way we're going to start our sprint planning is just taking 10 minutes to update the sprint board. Write any issues that you need for next issues that are coming into the sprint. Update, close things. Oh, look how neat that is. Board history. That's new in Miro. That's cool. So Sprint 13 is here. What happens next? We don't know. It's the end of our roadmap. So maybe this sprint will be a good sprint to sort of extend past Sprint 13. So that'll be the one thing that's in my sprint. So I'll set a timer for 10 minutes so everyone can spend some time updating your board, unless there's a signal from everyone that we don't need it.
Oh, we need it. I need it.
I need it too. All right, I'm setting a timer for 10 minutes and it's starting now. Just in case you're all on the board, I'm moving things back into the product backlog. Anything that's in the sprint backlog or in progress, I'm tagging with next sprint and moving to the product backlog now. 45 seconds left. So I'm wondering if we can get started.
Sure.
Eduardo, shall we start with Hatch Outreach? Since I think
Yes,
we have a
please.
pretty straightforward one. Okay, give me a second, guys.
Yes, let's do it.
Something critical to Hatch. Okay, so we want to just remember critical to Hatch, retrospective, not applicable this session. Okay, so I'm just review my notes to us. Okay, cool, excellent. Oh yeah, source grid orientation, TEC scouts, we should check as well. All right, Hatch Outreach. Let's have some Hatch Outreach from,
Yes.
okay. So this sprint 14, sprint of the Hatch, sprint right before, right before, oh, wait a minute, this goes into the
Paris.
Wait, how is it possible that we're gonna be together in less than 10 days? Wait, nobody, you guys gotta remind me of this stuff. 9 days? We're together in 9 days? What?
Yeah.
Holy moly. So this is the sprint. Okay, so this is kind of
The
big.
sprint may have to be 3 weeks. I don't know how we're gonna do. I don't know how we're gonna have a sprint planning call in Paris.
Yeah, I think probably what we're gonna do is have this sprint, like, yeah, let's talk about that now actually. So this sprint is gonna be all of next week, and then the following week we'll be in Paris the whole week, right? So that's sort of just going to be, yeah, that's not gonna be doable. Yeah, maybe this is just like we'll end it on the 22nd, 23rd, like normal before the community call, and it'll just sort of be it'll be more play by ear than we usually have it. What are we planning to do when we're in Paris? Are we going to still have calls? I guess, are we going to stick to the TEC calendar schedule? Because we'll have all of the 6, 7, 8 p.m. meetings, and we have ETHCC. So are we canceling the meetings during ETHCC, or are we having them? We should probably look at our calendar and decide.
I would imagine that we're canceling them.
Okay.
I mean, I feel like we should cancel that whole week basically. It's also a very special week. It's we're in the Hatch. It's a different flow.
So actually it'd be great if we all sort of sync up on this. We're canceling all the TEC meetings that week?
Who's not coming to
19th
Paris?
23rd.
Who of the stewards group is not coming to Paris? YGG. So labs will probably keep going.
Right, but all the community members who attend to the call won't be there. Right,
I guess that
it's
is
more.
We can just promote a meeting-free week.
Yeah.
So if we look at the calendar, the 19th to the 23rd is meeting-free week.
I mean, there's no way the common swarm meeting's happening. No way.
Community call could be fun with people in Paris. That's the only one I will leave on the calendar.
Let me bring the calendar up so we're all looking at it together. Let's go here.
Weekly Twitter sync might still happen. I don't know if David's going to be in Paris. Transparency working group.
Yeah, Zep, what do you think about the transparency working group meeting?
I mean, I was just sitting. I think we are really look ahead, and I feel like we could postpone and it wouldn't hurt at all.
Sorry, you trailed off. So are you saying we should delete it?
Yeah, let's be together, not calls.
Yeah.
Okay. Same for SoftGov. And is Chewy here? No. We should definitely get comms to make sure. Oh, he says he's running a little late, but he is going to join us. We should definitely make sure we send out a message on the Stewards channel, but also on Twitter, that anyone who's everywhere, actually, just to let people know it's a meeting-free week. Stewards, go ahead.
So I think I'm canceling SoftGov. God, I kind of want to keep params because Marco will still be working on it, and so will Vitor. I probably won't go to the call, but I feel like they might want to sync.
I mean, they can still sync, can't they?
Yeah, but so
People
then
can still work.
I don't necessarily delete it from the calendar. I'll talk to them about it, I guess.
Yeah, so I guess we'll move the sprint retrospective and the planning. It's not a bad idea, Griff, to make it longer to the following week, the 29th, 30th. We'll still be in Paris. People will be traveling. Yeah, that's really tricky. Maybe even the week after. Yeah.
I mean, I think the next week in Paris will be like a work week.
Yeah.
But then what gets really tricky is the fact that we staggered our sprints with OpenStack. So the sprint times conflict now. Do we want a 4-week sprint? The hatch sprint?
I feel like this is the hatch sprint. That's our focus. And then we pause on sprinting until August. So we do a sprint. We do the hatch sprint, which will end the 23rd. And we just close the board for the week and come back the 5th of August, the 6th of August. I think that the week that we're doing the last week of July, I feel like that's going to be pretty intense. Actually, we're all there together. You know, we'll do a lot of the adding things to the board and planning, and then we just have the next week to internalize everything that we've just done, and we start our next planning on the 6th, August 6th. How does that sound to people?
I think it sounds right. Anybody else have thoughts?
I'd love to hear everyone, please. I'll pass to Olivia.
So sorry, I was slightly distracted. The question is if we should. You're muted, Tim.
So the question is, the proposal is we have a sprint. This sprint is July. I'm going to write it down here. I'm going to show it in the calendar. So we have the sprint now until the 23rd, the 22nd, and it ends as normal, you know? And we only do things basically that we're going to do next week and in ETHCC Paris. And then this week, we'll all be together. So we don't do any sprinting thing. We're just all together. And then we take this 4 days as a break and come back to sprint planning on August 6th. That's the proposal.
Thank you for repeating. I think it's great that we take that week a little more lightly, and there will be so much happening and we'll need that time. I think it's a waste of being all in the same place and still sticking so much to the online meetings. I know there are some people that are not coming, and we can have some touch bases and make sure like we are communicating everything that's happening and everyone is on the loop. And then follow up with a meeting after the event and a planning of because I'm imagining things will change a lot too, like in this moment during the hatch. So probably we need some syncs about what is going to be the next steps. And then we have a call that is sharing about that, and not necessarily a sprint planning even, but then like an organization of the.
I'm really hoping that we can have an unconference of sorts. I don't know, Olivia, I'm worried that you might have to leave before we can pull it off. But on the 24th was the plan. Because there's the Dallas.
Yeah, I can probably stretch till the 24th.
That would be amazing. And then take an overnight train to Switzerland or something.
Yeah, I didn't buy my ticket back, so I'm quite flexible there, but hoping everything works out for the 25th.
Okay, great. Yeah, ideally we can just fly you out of France and it won't be a big deal. So the 24th, I'm hoping can be like all day. We hash out a lot. You know, like how do we want to structure our sprints? You know, do we do sprints? Definitely do sprints. I think we still do sprints during the Commons upgrade, like hatched out stuff. But post hatched out, I don't know that sprints really make any sense. So yeah, there'll be a lot to talk about.
Yeah, I really agree with that actually. So maybe, but coming to this, sorry, so we're not having any TC meetings the week of the 19th to the 23rd. What about the 26th to the 30th? 26, 27, 28 are the days that we'll still be in Paris, right? We have meetings then anyway. TEC meetings. Okay.
I would think so.
Who's working on the unconference details? Is Chewy working on that?
I think right now it's just in our mind's eye. It's a dream in my head. So I'm working on it. So the nice thing is we're working on getting the venue and we're working on getting the catering so that we can just be all in a great place with food. And the cool thing with an unconference is that you design the conference in the beginning. So everyone comes up with like, what do we want to talk about? Then there's some sense making, grouping, dot voting, and then we set the docket where there's 2 streams usually. I think with this number of people, we'd have 2 streams where it's like different work sessions on different topics. So really with a clear like outcome, and then so you kind of have to choose one or the other. But we arrange that based off the dot voting so that there aren't conflicts.
Cool. Awesome. All right. Is there anything left to talk about? So this sprint will end the 22nd, but it sort of like bleeds into the days that we will be in ETHCC. So really just plan for between now and then, taking into consideration ETHCC, is going to be very, our attention will be on other things. We'll be being present with each other and being present with the people at ETHCC. And then the next sprint planning is August 6th. All right, Now that we got that lot straightened out, shall we go, Eduardo?
Sure. So, um, I did create a few issues. One for Paris.
I saw.
Yeah. So, and I closed another ones also.
Which one?
I
Is it not
closed
labeled?
removing the Hatch MA weekly call. That was already done, so I just closed that one.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, I asked you the question on the issue of 704, if we can close the the Impact Tower one. Um,
Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah.
closed. We can close that. The outreach
Sure.
is done.
Yeah, I'm still doing like some changing of Ethereum addresses. Like today I did two, but I would just add them to the sheet and keep the updated is there, if that's okay.
Okay.
And then I added two for TC Scouts. One is the bringing the TC launches to other communities. Because that took more effort than I thought it was going to take. So it took 2 meetings to plan, and then a script, and then Commando Burrito to be there, put in the background, and so on. So I created that because we will have one for One Hive, and then we were thinking on syncing with Nate to having picking one of the highlights and looking into the communities, one of the highlights that came to the community call, and then launching a TC launch on one of those communities. But that also needs planning, so I created the issue for that.
Okay.
And then the manifesto one should be ready next sprint. I feel we are only probably if there is a manifesto, because I saw in the agenda the topic about the scouts. I don't know, so it's more of the draft is there. We can either just take it as a basic and just leave it there, or we can improve it later on. I don't know. That's up to everyone else's decision. But yeah, so that's the three ones I just created. I don't think there is nothing else missing on my plate. Yeah.
All right, excellent. And then I think we have more in Hatch Outreach, the first day campaign, which fortunately is the work that Nate's doing. Did I update this? No.
Oh yeah,
Um,
I updated another one. 6A1.
Okay. Okay. And we decided to use the contact hour spirit list. Okay. I guess we need to do, maybe we use the same PO, like the point of contacts that we used before. We'll just use this for this individual outreach as well. God, that's going to be so much work next week. Okay, great. We'll finish it though.
I mean, half of the work is done. So
Yeah.
let's be positive. Then the one 6A1. I asked the question there. If we can use that one as the one that will actually be where we update forum, Gitbook, and so on. Because this one's about updates, hatch links on the forums, and it's like update glossary hatch terms. Okay, fine. But there is a wider situation that is we need to update the documentation that we have in the forum, the
Yeah.
main basics. So I was like, why don't we use this
Yeah.
one for that?
I did, but the part about the hatch definition, I did update. It's just this part that I didn't look at. I just didn't look at this. This is actually just a small forum post update, actually.
Yeah.
The part where the definition of hatch was outdated, I updated.
You can just create another one.
Yeah,
Then.
this is just, I think, small. Yeah, I think we do create another one for that. You're talking about using the writing that Nate did for Hatcher Handbook to update the Git book, right?
Correct.
Yeah, we Nate, do you want an open an issue for that for yourself?
Yeah, I can do that.
You did all the great text for it.
Yeah, and just transfer it over to the Git. I'll make an issue though.
Yeah, and I'll do the hatch checklist. And this is okay. And this is like the short version of the Neat. And I don't know, this is very close to done, right? This like
Yep.
hatcher checklist.
Yes.
Okay, awesome. Cool. So we could probably send it or like by early next week, you think?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay, great. And what about the Hatcher handbook? Do you want to work on that next sprint?
Yeah, I think it will be realistic.
The comprehensive one, definitely.
Okay, cool. Stewards or anyone, please update working group forum pages.
We already did
I
it.
don't know what to do with this. This is done?
Yeah. For I don't know for the rest of the working group, but for Hatch Outreach it is.
Just as. Okay, so we'll leave it in here. Goodbye document. I think we decided to leave it until after Paris, right? So I'm going to leave this off since you might make updates later.
Yeah.
Cool.
The Hatch Outreach group sessions 696. Shall we close it?
No, we're going to do them next week.
Okay. Good.
Yeah, it's for when the hatch opens, actually.
Okay.
Or like over the next 30 days. We'll have those. All right, cool. Shall we do?
Would you mind? I mean, I don't know if I'm needed. Would you mind if I go back to praise party and start praising people? Because I think we will need. I mean, ideally we will do the praise party today. We will have many times, but I don't know if people will join. I encourage everyone here in this call also if you want to join. But I don't know if I'm needed for the rest of the call or I can stay or not. Just wondering.
No, that'd be great. That'd be great, Eduardo. Thanks.
Thank you. Take care. See you later.
Zach, should we do transparency next?
Yeah, it will fast.
Yeah, I saw you guys did some good planning today. All right.
Yeah, basically, like we're going to do this privacy policy doc that is going to be done by Monday, and
What you put in the NFT exactly,
and yeah, I mean during this sprint we're also going to work on the audit on the credentials management. We already did, but yeah, we feel like, I mean, we're still voting, but if the vote passes on the Dashlane, like we are going to get rid of all and start from scratch and do the audit and make it more clean. And yeah, it's looking good.
Okay.
And yeah,
And these
then
repeating all pull in, right?
yeah, and then for the labs audit, I mean, if we find a moment like right now, like maybe if labs have more time, we could also do it, but I would not include it for the next sprint. But we will, if we have time, we will do it.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Nice.
All right, thanks. I know Santi's not here, but I think we're going to take a peek at legal and just see, because they still have some critical to hatch stuff. I'm going to pull in this review of the final docs because I know that has to be done. I know they're still working on the covenant, so I'll pull that one in, and I will leave the rest. Although, Griff,
I
you
can
have
give
something
some
in legal,
updates on that.
hatch term, final edits. On the covenant?
No,
Or in
in,
the hatch term?
legal, in general, the hatch terms are being finalized. So until Monday, we're gonna have a final version of them. Griff is going to work with Sean over the weekend to finish just taking a last look, and then we're going to transform in a PDF. So it's like settled, the final one. And then the covenant is moving into, like, we're going to finish. I put into my sprint this time.
Okay, and the proposed on covenant, the covenant for community vote, this is happening this sprint, next week?
I'm not sure. I put in there just so, like, aiming for it. It's not that much that needs to happen. Like, it's almost. I haven't been having so much time to work on it, but I think this week will be easier, maybe without like so much of the praise stuff happening. So I'm hoping to get that either probably next week.
All right, cool. All right, should we do soft gov?
Sure. Yeah, I didn't put too many things on my plate this sprint because I think a lot will emerge from Paris, and also it feels like wrapping up a lot of things. So there is this finalizing impact hour intervention that it's happening now with Jeff and Griff. We're just gonna need to understand like what is needed, what we need from who, how it's gonna happen. And then there's one for preparing the talk for the Taoist if I hear from them. And then finalize the covenant.
All right, sorry, I wasn't looking by next sprint. This should fix that.
I put them all in sprint backlog now. Maybe if you refresh, we'll.
Are they tagged next sprint? No.
Yeah, they're tagged next sprint, but I already added them to sprint backlog, so maybe you just have to refresh the page.
Oh, all right, got it. That would be why I don't see them. Oh no, weird.
No, they're not with softgov tag. Sorry. I always forget to put that one.
Top for Taoist. All right, cool. Let's see. So this new working group thing, this is sort of, okay, is that anything else that's maybe not on your plate that somebody else is in softgov?
Which new working group?
Oh, there's this checklist for new working groups. So maybe it's a good time for us to chat about this actually on the stewards call. Like how new working groups are created, because now we have scouts and TE services and maybe onboarding its own working group. So just sort of coming up with like, well, if somebody wants to propose a new working group, that's great. But what are the pieces that have to be done? And ViVi pretty much just wrote exactly what has to be done. So I think that maybe now that we have groups coming up, what we could do is start to actually make this, a document and help working groups launch themselves. Does that sound like the right way to do this? To just sort of make it clear how working groups can launch themselves when a new working group wants to take shape?
Yeah, that sounds good. Can you tag me in the issue and then I can follow the conversation that is there already?
Yeah, absolutely.
I have a feeling that
you're
this
in it
is.
already, but I'll put you in. Go ahead.
Oh, I haven't seen it. Thank you. I have a feeling that once proposals start to be submitted for funding working groups, we'll have like another. I think this is the moment of a transition, and maybe that's what we should be working on.
Can you say that again?
I think now it's a transition between like the structure we have, that there was a lot of impact hour compensation, and we're gonna move to like the DAO compensation, and probably it's gonna be more fluid how working groups come into existence based on what they request for funding. So maybe we need to work on a transition and maybe some type of proposal template, like something in this direction of like, how are we gonna go from where we are to the next step? But it sounds like
Yeah.
Vi has put a lot of info there already, so I'll look into it first.
Yeah, that's a great idea. And I think the most important thing is like however they end up initializing, whether it's like a more formal DAO process or a very, informal, we have a working group, can we have a channel on Discord? I feel like these are just all the things all the points to hit, probably. Yeah, like adding it to the calendar, adding it to the Git book, this kind of thing.
Mhm.
That's just more the checklist for once the decision is made to be a working group, what is added. But it's a really interesting point too. There'll be a different way of doing it once the Commons upgrade has completed. All right, and how should we nominate and recognize SMEs in the TEC? Is this too much for this sprint, Nate?
That's something
Because
that
I feel like
still, yeah, it's something that's kind of not a high priority at the moment, but I think that it's important and just kind of, yeah, I need more consensus on that one. So
okay, cool. Should we do source cred, Olivia, as well?
Yeah, so for source cred, I think we're basically on hold now. Like we decided to wait until the DAO has money to request the next source cred distribution, because we don't want to mess up with the impact hours, and we still have to decide what is the token we're going to use. I think maybe something that could come to this print, I'll make an issue, but like starting to draft a proposal for how we're going to move forward with the reward system. But also that depends on how praise is going to look like. So I think it's going to be just a start of a start now, and then maybe next print be more developed.
Okay. All right. Okay. Onboarding, orientation, what do we call it? Orientation. Katie's in the labs group, but I think her repeating ones will pull in, and maybe I'll leave everything else off. What about this one, Livia? Review and gather info for an update onboarding resource guide. That's probably not for this sprint, right?
Oh, we did that. We can
Everything
close
else that's
that.
going on.
I met with Katie this week. We did that.
Oh, cool. Is this the new guide? This is the link for the new guide?
Oh, no, I guess we didn't update the issue, but it's on Gitbook. There's still more work that needs to be put in there, but we kind of decided the structure and moved things around, and now it looks more organized in there.
You mean Gitbook? Can we drop the link in there so everyone can look at it too? All right, cool. Juan Carlos, would you like to go next?
Yes, Tom,
I
for
hear
sure.
there's a lot of getting gravity.
Well, I am going to start with the one that says make icebreakers and hangout spaces. This is something that like has been done like that we have been talking about, but like we haven't had our first like hangout space. But today we will have our first hangout space, and it's the TEC Lounge, and I will co-host it with Eduardo. And the idea is to have like yeah, a space for people to talk about other things than work related issues, or to make better community relationships. I think that we can close the one that says post and debate proposals for impact hour analysis results. I wrote that there were 15 closed issues after voting, and that the strategy that we are using is that after the round of the top two authors were invited to to a hack session to merge their proposal together and commit to a collaborative result. So I think this issue can be closed.
Cool, thanks. Okay.
Should I close it?
Alright.
Yeah. Yeah. Please.
Yes, you should always close it. But I don't mind if we close it here too.
Okay. I made this issue second graviton training, and in yesterday's call we said that we're going to have the second graviton training in September. We will do a study plan in a document that I should share with Livia, Didan, Durgadas, and Mount Manu to like prepare the sessions, and we should set the exact dates. And I want to communicate the training with the DAO ecosystem online and in the CC to invite people to participate in this second graviton training. So yeah, I will move it. I also think that we can distribute the gravity survey for conflict management in DAOs in the HCC. And also, we want to keep supporting the community around the post-hatch changes discussions, because I think that not only the impact hours is something that we have to be talking about, but also about the change that will have some of our dynamics after the hatch. Like as we said, like some of the ways people is like paid or not paid, and yeah, this is something that should be like openly talked about the hatch, and how are we going to like how can we use yeah, the common pool to yeah, to change from this moment to that moment. Yeah, I think those would be the four issues that I would like to take for the sprint backlog. And for the product backlog, yeah, I for sure want to support Livy with the covenant and the community vote. And I haven't updated the working group forum page, so that's other thing that I should do.
Okay. Cool. Excellent.
Yeah, thanks.
No problem. I'm gonna move this back. I don't know how that got there. Okay, that's fine. All right, so we have comms, params, and common swarm, and Griff is in the sense making, and Cherie's not here. He said he would be late, but it looks like he's not here. All right, so let me ask Griff if he wants to jump on. All right. Hey, Nate, you want to take a crack at comms?
Yeah, I'll give it a shot.
Or the steward here?
Let's look at some of the issues.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Let me find it
I'm
real
gonna
quick.
put on conference planning in, even though it's a little bit of everything.
Hold on one sec. Trying to pull it up. Communications. So we have onboarding video, T-Swag. I think all the hatch planning for the most of the T-Swag. See, I don't know if most of these are repeating.
Thanks. Oh, good. We'll pull them in.
Or should be repeating if they're not labeled.
All right.
I know he has a
So,
communication strategy for the hatch, but I'm not sure where those documents are located.
Hatch campaigns here.
Yeah.
Better touch, perhaps. Hatch homepage. Let's find that. No, Ivy's working on that.
We need to add the meeting free week and stuff like that to communicate it. Are we still doing that or no?
Yeah, we should do meeting free week at the TEC. And it's July.
There's Chewy.
Right? Yeah. Hi, Chewy.
Hey, Tam.
Phew. Close call.
Nate was just helping us do comms.
I wouldn't say helping.
So,
Fumbling.
doing. So hey Chewy, on it's probably worth mentioning. I'm assigning this to you, but it could really be anyone. And here we came up with some planning for this sprint, since it's a different sprint than usual. The sprint's going to end the 22nd, like normal, the normal period, but we're not having the retro because we'll all be together basically doing the retro in real time, I think. There will be no sprints the week of the 26th, and the next sprint will be on August 6th. The next sprint planning will be on August 6th. But we sort of looked at our calendar and realized the week that we are in Paris together, or at least that first week, the week with ECC, we are going to cancel most or all of the meetings on the calendar. So yeah, it's going to be important to sort of communicate that out. I'll post something on the Stewards channel as well, but it's probably worth letting the wider community know too.
Which issue is this? 811. I see.
Yeah, I just added it. So yeah, 811. All right, Griff, you probably have to jump back.
No, I don't.
So should we just do?
No.
Oh, you don't? Cool. All right. Well, then Chewy just hopped on too. So maybe we'll finish with comms for the sprint, taking into consideration that it's really 1 week and then we're in Paris for the week, and that's going to be extremely distracting. Our attention will have to be elsewhere. So make sure you leave a lot of space for you and comms that week.
Okay. So my plan so far is to the calendar that we're working on, and David has been like integrating really well, and also Acid Laser is gonna start working with Nate and Craig on getting some design involved. So for the mailing list, So my idea would be to with the calendar already like established, to be like relying a lot on them for communications during these days, like the days where we are not gonna be having meetings. Uh, I'm also planning like a lot of comms around ECC, and so should I upload some of these issues like as separate issues or part of an epic to the board, or like would we be okay with like a single issue that covers the campaign around that week?
Sure, absolutely. If it fits into a sprint, throw it in.
Okay.
That's the measuring stick. So yeah, just all the things that are involved around ECC for comms. Okay, I'm realizing that all of the weeklies I moved to the product backlog, so I'm just dragging all these in while we're talking, while I'm finding them. Because the weeklies keep happening. All right. In fact, let me just look for all the repeating now. All right. Okay. Week, sprint, week. Okay, cool. All right. So is there something I can pull in from that's already on the board from comms? Is there anything here that's coming into the sprint?
Actually, this one, the cryptos news is done. Fahern already sent me like this edit. If you can give me which issue number was this?
Can you drop the link in here? That's excellent news.
Those news. Let me check, because I think the WeTransfer link might have expired, but if not, I can just re-upload it. Or
Cool.
yeah, you know what, Tim? I'll just upload it directly to YouTube and just like add that link to close the issue.
Awesome. Oh, I'm doing mine too. All right. Let's see. I will sort by comms and see if there's anything in here. And we can also look, create customized badge names for discourse and put it to the forum. I can't find that calendar issue.
I think we closed it. It was under critical to catch.
Okay, and you guys are just executing the plan now. That makes sense. Okay. All right. Nate, I'm gonna bring this one into the sprint, right? You think you can pull these just the descriptions and hatch outreach into the Git book from the document you wrote and move it into Git book? All right, this 809 for this sprint.
Yes, that can be put in the sprint.
Yeah, cool, excellent. All right, so with comms, you are making new issues to put into the sprint, right? Chewy?
Yes, I'm posting the 19th to 24th week as in that week's campaign as a separate issue.
Okay. Oh, I found the content map for the TEC.
Oh, content map. Zero has been helping us with that. Actually, I think he's deaf and so he can't hear us. But I'm gonna share the Notion link where he is working on this.
Cool.
Content.
And the Hatch t-shirt is closed. Nice.
Are we doing stickers? TC stickers?
Ooh, no.
Okay.
No, we didn't do stickers. And you really want stickers?
If
we
it's
need
possible,
stickers.
and it's probably too. I don't know if it's too late, but just like they're nice, pass around. Or we could pass out common stack stickers, since No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. I have a bunch of give us stickers we can pass out too.
It might not be too late. It's a pretty easy one, but I'll check one printful. Sorry, you did mention that before, and I never finished it.
Okay.
Somehow stickers didn't manage to get to be my priority. How could that have
Well,
happened?
and also maybe it's something we can pass. How's Julie doing, Chewy?
I was just talking to her. She is, yeah. I mean, she's getting there. Like a lot of people are getting their confirmations. So yeah, we're getting there. And right now, she is focused on three things. Just like the soft catering that we're gonna have. And the hackathon on the 24th. She's getting us a venue, which like if we're gonna be having like food and drinks there, they provide us with a space. Like it's very it's gonna be very like budget friendly. And the other thing that
How
she's
many
working is
people are you
photographer.
budgeting? How many people are you budgeting to be there?
Around 30 people.
Okay.
And she's also working on confirming the still photographer slash videographer that we're going to be having for both the Taoist and the hackathon.
All right. So
I guess I was just gonna say, should we move stickers to her too? Do you think she could pull up stickers if we gave her a design?
yeah, there's a bunch of places you can go to.
Oh, they were just like throwing a bunch of places that do this in the Taoist Telegram group. So yeah, like there are already some contacts there that we can reach out to and get some stickers made.
The question is, who wants to coordinate it, or who can coordinate that?
I would have her do it.
I could ask Julie also. Like if I give her the contacts and the designs, she should be able to.
She's there in Paris. We can get them early. We just need to tell her how many, and I say a lot.
Like,
I mean,
1K?
thousands. 5,000 stickers? I don't know, something ridiculous. Get packets. Because we'll reuse them. We'll use them at other conferences. If everyone ended up with 300 stickers.
8,888 stickers.
There we go. I like it. That's going to work out.
Cool. All right. So I feel like I'm not sure that we have comms in our sprint backlog. Is there anything else we should be adding in here?
Other than the issues of the campaign, I think it's
Okay.
I think it's
Maybe that's.
sorry, Tom.
Yeah, let me see. Oh, sorry. I'm just looking for the campaign. It's all of these. I see. Got it. And I just will pull this whole epic into the sprint since it will end next sprint.
There will
anyway.
be some probably
Cool, excellent.
amplification of whatever the final praise outcome is. I don't know if that's an issue, but we'll need it.
Sam, if Zero is already helping with the content map, should I remove the help wanted tag or?
Yeah, absolutely. Who's been managing our Twitter, by the way?
David.
David? I've noticed really nice engagement.
Yeah, he's doing a really nice job. I just had a meeting with him earlier today, and yeah, just like interactions and engagement has just skyrocketed this week. So I'm looking forward to sharing analytics on this. Yeah, he's doing a great job.
Yeah, I've seen that, so that's really cool. Cool. Okay, so Griff, common swarm and parameters.
Okay, so common swarm. I don't know that these issues aren't tracked here so much, but the big things that they need to do that are critical to hatch, the vote will end tonight, and then we just need to confirm that everything works out well. It's a test of migration tools, basically, and then that shouldn't be a problem because we've tested it 3 times already. But we did make small changes from the audit from Adria, so this is like the last real rehearsal. We're writing up the hatch spec and putting it in the Git book, and the PDF from legal. I don't know if you did a legal round, but there is some legal.
Yeah, we did.
Okay, cool.
We did. We pulled it in.
So.
Just for refinement, I think Bradley is
Yeah,
well.
we can close that. Success.
Recorded.
He took over the last meeting. So, yeah. And I'll have to tell him that this meeting on Monday is canceled. So that meeting on that Monday. I guess we have next Monday's meeting. Okay.
Oh, yeah, parameters.
Params is going really, really well. Forum post, I think it's done. I just have to post it. So I guess that goes in the sprint. I'll let Nate talk about the forum posts. Is there?
There's not any holdbacks right now. Manu just sent me his contributions. So we have almost all of the forum posts done. A couple of them need to be reviewed. Lauren has posted several already, and we should have it done within this sprint, definitely. So I don't know if there's already an issue. We can just move it over.
Like all of the forum posts?
All of them, yep.
Okay.
So ABC vesting and Cliff vesting complete time period. ABC's open price, ABC's exit tribute. General forum post about ABC, entry tribute.
The general one should be up
virtual
shortly.
Supply and reserve ratio. CDD lockup forum posts.
That's a weird. Well? I don't know what that's about.
There are a couple, yeah. So there are a couple of them that have been either put into, combined into other forum posts that are related or adjacent, and some are
I would just one.
Yeah.
I think that they're. Yeah, I would just close it.
And then I have the token thaw, token freeze, and price floor.
Yeah, exactly.
That still need to be.
Okay, and Lauren's disputable conviction voting. Cool.
I think those are done.
Yep.
Right. Those are all up there.
Yep.
So you can close that.
Okay. Okay. It'd be awesome if we could close it with the link In the
Next post
forum.
on spending limit. Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay.
I can add those by the end of the
Nate,
day.
would you mind? Yeah, would you mind just closing all the ones that are done, but dropping the link to the forum so everyone
Yep.
can also be aware of it?
I can indeed.
DV spec is still happening. It's basically done, but not quite. The CV spec is done.
And everything with Common Swarm has been figured out in terms of terminology and stuff like that.
Well, Garden Swarm is still. Mitch is doing a great job at kind of like being like, come on, there's like for our purposes, yes. Gardens like min effective supply, they haven't totally solidified that name yet, and then there's a couple other boring ones, but Mitch is on it.
Okay.
So is he still working on this, or is it like, should we close it?
No, CV spec is
Like if he's
closed.
still working on it,
You can close that,
Got it.
and it's in that HackMD. It's not a draft. It's like it's a full.
Cool.
It's a beautiful spec. It really is. Yeah,
Prettiest
I mean,
you've ever
Mitch
seen.
learned Figma just so he could make this spec.
Well, then maybe we should take a look at it together. I'll wait for it to load. We could praise Mitch for
Oh,
his
yeah.
beautiful spec.
Lockup mockup app is happening this sprint. CDD lockup. I'm sorry I didn't tag it with next sprint, but that's happening this sprint. I guess I should explain the Dandelion process for the Commons upgrade. I think I still, yeah, I think I need to do that. It's not, it's finally, this was blocked by the EVM CRISPR. And now that that's there, I can show it, we can do it. Make actual CAD models. Actually, I think we're going to finish those models this sprint. So we can move that over. That VTOR's, but we should move it from YGG to VTOR.
Okay.
And yeah, same with right mapping specs. And no, that one's closed. We can just close that one. That one's done.
Let's match ABC's validity contracts. It says close. This is closing.
Celeste brainstorm's done. We can close that. We can close anything that says Celeste.
Anything that says Celeste. Wow, neat. All right, we'll just start. So the brainstorm is done.
Our brainstorm was, yeah, we're not doing anything. We're moving it to the advanced tab, so we took the whole section out.
Okay.
And then I think all those disputable voting posts you can close. Lauren actually closed them. Well,
These
yeah,
four?
but you can move them over because maybe Lauren needs, or Nate will want to close them with the link to the post.
Oh, that'd be amazing. Yeah, great.
So you can close all the ones that say Celeste. We're on, I don't think we're going to do QA. The lockup QA we're doing. Man, I'm so sorry. I didn't even think about all the params work that. I was just thinking Common Swarm.
So hold on, I'm closing all the Celeste now. And what else?
The lockup ones. So I don't think we're going to do dev, but I do think we're going to do QA on lockup.
What's lockup?
That's what we used to call token thaw.
Got it.
But the goal is to get like the full token thaw, like Figma prototype going, and even a clickable web app that actually will allow people to choose the open price and the vesting thing as a clickable thing, so that hatchers can see, oh, this is what will happen. my tokens will be locked, and I'll post comments upgrade, and I get to pick the price. That's fucking cool, you know. So
Okay.
yeah, that should be done. Definitely. Is this 1 week sprint or 2 weeks? Because that's
It's 1 week. It's 1 week, and then we're in Paris, and then we're in Paris the third week, and then we have that sort of
See, Marco
organize
and
our-
Vitor are working on this, and they're going to have it done while we're in Paris. So I don't know if that goes into the sprint really or not.
Just leave it. Let's just leave it in the product.
Okay,
backlog.
cool.
It's not going
Okay,
to
cool.
be left there. So did you say the CB? No, you said the lockup.
Yep, no, and I think then the rest
Okay.
is all fine back there. I don't think there's anything that says spec, right? Spec or brainstorm. Because in the new issues, yeah, that's it. So
Cool. All right. I feel like there's just one thing I'm bringing into this. Oh, this is actually repeating. Let's just to check. Yeah, just working with each steward to get a high-level roadmap. And I think it doesn't have to be very far out, because I actually think that this is going to happen during our unconference in more detail. But maybe something for, yeah, I don't know. Now that I'm thinking about this, I think it's actually going to be something that's going to come out of the time that the weeks that we spend together in Paris. But yeah, maybe I'll try to look at putting something together. And then product backlog refinement. I'm going to leave it off the sprint, but I think it'll be helpful to have some of refinement done in our backlog. I've been tagging things with refinement as I'm finding things, but oh yeah, look at that, we're almost done. Hey, this unconference planning. What do we want to do with this, Griff? Should we assign? It's assigned to
yeah,
you?
it's just to remind me to talk to Julie.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so hey, our refinement's done. That's actually great. I'm taking that.
Can we just? Yeah, sorry. When you're done, I would love to just do one last check of the critical to hatch.
Yeah, we can do that. And the protocol, the origin team, origin protocol team are doing NFT and DeFi stuff. So their D shop, like they have no support. Nobody. I've talked to a number of the engineers on their team, and they're like, we're all focused on NFTs and DeFi. They're NFT and DeFi products, which makes sense. So their D shop is not at all on anyone's mind or radar, and we can't even pay someone from their engineering team to work on it. So we need a full stack dev with Web3 experience. I honestly think this isn't going to be hard. The site is up. You can pay with a cryptocurrency with the Swag Tech airdrop. The transaction happens on the blockchain. I mean, you could see on the Block Explorer that it happens, but it just doesn't make it to the store. So the back end of the store doesn't see that the transaction happened. Merlin's looked at it. Christopher's looked at it. Who else has looked at it? Vi had a look at it. Who do we have? Like, who can, I think it's like, if somebody looks at this, it'll take them less than an hour to actually troubleshoot this. Do we have anyone that anyone knows that has Web3 experience?
That's not obscenely busy.
Yeah.
My team recently acquired my team at Workahol, which is a company that I've been using to the videos and other stuff, the designs. Mm-hmm. They do have because we're expanding. I convinced them to expand into Web3 and blockchain. We've acquired a programmer, and I can get his resume to see if he's a good fit for this. But yeah, I can. I definitely have bandwidth for this through that person with the company I work for.
Yeah, look, I think that it's worth a shot because the reality, like we don't have another option. We will be sending this through probably the Common Stack website, the Common Stack shop, if we can't get the TEC shop to be operational. Like our plan B is to use the
And
existing
is the
shop.
TEC shop
But it'd
all
be
by
better.
itself? Just the TEC shop?
Mhm.
Because the shop with DAppNode and Giveth and is Common Stack and TEC all on that on the mainnet?
So there's the shop for Common Stack is mainnet, and then the CS Lab
Mhm.
shop is Rinkeby, and this one is also on Rinkeby. And I think it might have to do something with they're both set up on the same instance of dshop, and that is potentially an issue, but their engineers didn't seem to think that was the issue. So somebody just needs to look at it. We need a dev to look at it. And Web3 experience is probably going to be important. Hey, Mount if you want to connect me with your developer, I'm happy to share the details of what's
Definitely,
happening.
yes. We can do that through Telegram.
Okay, yeah, that would be. I don't know if he can do it or not, but it would be amazing.
No, I'll double check, but he's not hatching, so he's not busy.
I could ask Pavle. Do you remember Pavle, Tim? He was like working on the Swiss membership app. He might be down, but I think we should. I don't know. He works for Swarm, so definitely go with Mount Manu's guy. But I'll try Pavle.
Okay. Okay, sooner better. All right, awesome. Yeah, we're so close. I thought we had it. I paid with Swag Tech. I was like, we're done. And then I was like, oh, I should check on the order. There's no order. We're not done. There's no errors. There's no server-side errors. There's no web errors. It's just, it looks so clean. It looks like
Is there an issue somewhere that I can reference? Or what do we tell them?
I should open an issue about it.
Or
And
just
all the details.
where is the conversation happening?
I posted on Origin Protocol's support channel for dshop. I put all the details there. And I think I'm going to delete it because I'm getting a bunch of scammers pretending to be Origin Protocol support in my DMs like every day. So I think I'm going to delete my post for help there. But I have written it so many times that I could probably just type it in a issue right now. So I'll actually open an issue for it. And Mount Mano, I'll tag you in it.
Tag me
so you
too.
can share it with your developer. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to do it after this call, actually, because I want to include the screenshots. Okay, cool. Let's just go through and make sure that issue with no labels. All right, check that everyone paid has deductions. That's you, Griff, right? That's the audit.
Yeah, it's the audit.
A forum post for disputable voting challenge amount.
You can close that.
Oh, this one's done.
Yeah, I think actually it was duplicated, and yeah, it's a duplicate issue. Lauren took it.
Article about the working groups. I think this was yours. Who's? Okay. Didn't you open an issue about this, Manu?
I'm sorry?
Did you open an issue about explaining the working groups and how they relate to each other?
It should be done. The diagram should be done by I don't know, Monday, Tuesday. But yeah, it's a visual diagram that I'm going to put on Mural, and then people can move it around because right now it's pretty hierarchical. And I got some input from Edu and others that it needs to be more circular. That it's more like a circular relationship between the working groups. It's not just like top down. So, but yeah, I'm already working on it.
Cool. I would love to see it. Can I throw myself on that as a advice process?
Please do. Always welcome your help.
Maybe all the stewards. But I'd also love to see it before we publish it. Cool. All right, so that's everything without a label. Let me just check that everything with next sprint was touched or looked at. The POAP for hatchers, is this a thing?
Yes, Noggin started working on that, and I'm already coordinating with him to make a campaign around that.
Okay. All right, and Acid Laser, he did the t-shirt. Is he doing more swag or is this issue closed?
I think it's close. I mean, Craig still needs to get the samples. But yeah, I mean, just assuming that it'll be fine and we can take care of that, I think it can be closed.
Okay. You want to wait until it's finished? Until we confirm the sample's good?
Yeah, just to be sure.
Okay. And then Griff, the praise audit, the final praise audit, I know you're working on. The animated video, is that coming into the sprint?
Yes. Manu, do you have any updates on that?
Yes. Actually, yesterday I got I can share them with you now. Just yesterday you were ill, but yeah, I have updates on the sketches and the video.
Livia, is this one? Did I just interrupt someone? I can't tell. Livia, this run trial of distribution, this is finished, right, for source cred? Is Livia here? Yeah. Livia? Okay. So I'm pretty sure this trial distribution was finished.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, good, cool. Closing. And as you said, there's not going to be another one. We're going to wait until the DAO has funds.
Yeah, we thought that was the best idea.
Okay, cool. Makes a lot of sense. All right, so we've looked through everything. We'll do our critical to hatch, as you asked. And this is what it looks like. So Praise finalizing impact hours, the audit, hatch terms, legal docs, the remaining hatch test, and finalize.
Wow, 8 issues. That's it. Amazing. That's so amazing.
So let's hey, sprint's done, yay. But can we talk about the hatch now? What is our latest dates, timelines look like, considering what's happened?
I mean, I think we can launch on Tuesday. The big things here are the TE praise party seems to be failing. I don't know if anybody wants to help out and get some more TE praise going.
Angela said she was working on a big list that she was very engaged in. So like digging a lot of TE contributions and saying why, and that she will share with us soon.
Oh, that's great news. I think the biggest challenge there is that a lot of those people aren't going to be in our Discord. So we'll need to get them in our Discord so we can dish them praise. And then we need to tell them that they have they need to, by Monday, they need to become members of the trusted seed, or they don't get impact hours anyway. So there might be some like swarming to do for that.
Okay, so that the impact hour intervention will be final when?
Monday. I hope. I mean, that's the most likely thing to delay the hatch. Because it's
So if it's done Monday, how many days are we doing a test with the final distribution?
no, because it's just a token. I mean, it's like if we have it in an Excel and the Excel is right, it's you copy paste that into this app and then it mints that number of tokens. So it's like kind of foolproof.
Okay, so then is the timeline that list being ready plus 24 hours is the hatch time,
Pretty much,
right?
yeah. So hopefully Tuesday night. I mean, I don't know that I would announce the hatch is open until it's open, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But like when we have that hatch list, then we have to like take out all the people who haven't activated. So it would be maybe we say we hatch on, should we just say we hatch on Wednesday and say everyone needs to activate their shit by Tuesday?
So activating, if we're talking about people who, yeah, this is.
Because now we have these TEs that we're trying to get impact hours to, but then they have to take action to get those impact hours.
How many do we actually think aren't in the trusted seed already? Aren't already activated?
Hard to say. I haven't seen Angela's list, but I bet a lot of them.
And that is, so the question is there time allocated for people that have earned impact, that have impact hours and haven't activated their trusted seed and haven't applied to trusted seed, which would take applying to trusted seed, being approved to trusted seed.
On Monday, Dan and I will probably be co-located in the Giveth house, and we will be making sure everyone is accepted. And then anyone who applies, we will DM the hell out of. Be like, you're accepted. Now, please hurry up. Activate your trusted seed like today so that you get impact hours. I mean, that's really easy on our end. If they weren't already registered, but we have like, I think 400 people registered. So yeah, I would say a lot of the token engineers are probably filled out our type, you know?
Yeah, it'd be interesting if we could find out how many we're talking about. Because we might be talking about 5, or we might
Do
be
we have
talking about
Angela's
1
list?
or none. Eduardo, I think Eduardo posted the list in the Stewards channel. He posted the Google Doc. Yeah, I think this might be it. Oh, Nate posted it. Nate, is this it?
Yep, that's the ongoing TE praise party right now.
What do you want?
Oh, I see.
These guys are all in there so far. Zero knowledge is there.
I'm thinking maybe Angela is working on this list. I think it would make sense because she saw that this was posted there. I'll ask.
Yeah, she may be the one who have put all the notes here.
I mean, we definitely don't have Jason, Dimitri, a lot of people at the bottom. I mean, some of them don't even have Telegram names, handles. We have Paul, but Dimitri, Wasim may have applied. Nina, no. Cassidy, yes. Okay, like maybe 4 to 7.
If there is some onboarding help, I could be available to talk to some of them who are not in the explain them the steps.
Yeah, I think that's going to be like maybe a really important weekend task, Monday task.
Olivia, what did you mean by the impact hours?
I just meant because she was saying, oh, to catch up with all of these people, we would have to dish like 50 plus praises to catch up with the dilution of the other praises for like so many people getting like meetings and retweet, all of the stuff that we praised. So I just suggested that she could say an impact hour just to inform the quantifiers. Like, not that it should be that, but just to give an idea of what is the impact that she's thinking for each person.
50 per or 50 total?
No, she said like 50 per person.
Okay.
Something that's worth mentioning is that Eduardo said that the meme party scheduled for tonight was going to be the praise party.
Yep,
So
that's
I think
correct.
that's when he's expecting. Okay.
Cool. I had not seen this spreadsheet. This makes me feel much.
All right. Our sprint plan is over, but I want to know what you're doing this weekend. So I'm going to start with you, Griff. What are you doing this
Yeah,
weekend?
I'm going to one of those indoor skydiving wind tunnels. You know, like it's like a wind tunnel, and you're kind of weightless. It's really windy. And then praise audit. A lot of praise audit. I'll pass it to Chewy.
This weekend, I just came across a friend's announcement that their band is playing tonight. Yeah, so I might as well go to that. But later today, I'm gonna go to downtown Mexico City to buy some stuff, including Tam's Tajín. So yeah, almost there. Yeah. We were also thinking of maybe like taking like a bottle of mezcal with us, but we'll probably take care of that take care of that at the airport because of the whole like duty free thing. And also, I was just making a list. Like we gotta book our PCR tests, and yeah, it's gonna be a busy weekend. And I also have to catch up with everything to have next week and the Paris week ready for comes. So it's gonna be a busy weekend, but since I slept mostly like through all day yesterday, I feel with enough energy to do it. So very, very, very excited for everything that's happening in the next weeks.
Can I add something to this? Like, what are you doing this weekend? And what are your travel plans for Paris? Like, for me, I'm going to fly to Switzerland and sneak people across the border. I'm stoked about it. Chewy?
I'm gonna fly on Tuesday to Barcelona. We should be there on Wednesday morning, and yeah, I guess I don't know. We'll figure out like the whole Barcelona crew and how we're sneaking into France. I know that Europeans have their
Can I just,
passport, and
can we stop recording?
I